everyone, welcome to my new series, Loved You in This. In this series I'll be looking at my favourite actors and the different roles they play and the impact each role has on me. I love when actors make me fall in love with one character in one show and then manage to make me passionately hate them in another. So I'm dedicating this series to those actors. Welcome to I Loved You in This, I Hated You in That. This first episode is dedicated to Lucy Lawless, the woman whose high kicks and battle cries started the 90s girl power movement for me. Lucy Lawless, as Xena Warrior Princess, became the epitome of girl power long before the Spice Girls took the world by storm with their single Wannabe. In Xena Warrior Princess, Lucy played a former warlord who turned her life around after meeting a young village girl called Gabrielle. Xena was my ultimate fantasy hero, kicking butt and sticking up for the little people. Her backflips were just ridiculous and I loved them. I held my breath when Xena flipped from land onto the ship of the Lost Marina. That scene was so awesome. I was totally happy to suspend disbelief. Despite using her powers for good, you could tell that Xena really enjoyed sticking it to the bad guys, and occasionally her dark side would show out. This role was made for Lucy and only for Lucy. I can't imagine anyone else playing Xena, and she became my first girl crush. Xena showed her acting chops when she had the opportunity to play several Xena lookalikes throughout the series. From Diane the Princess to Meg the Tramp, she brought something different to each character and I just crushed on her all the more for it. I admit I was devastated when Xena ended in 2001 with no possibilities of the Warrior Princess returning to our screens because, spoiler reasons, I was in some serious mourning for a long while. In the end I got through it by pretending Xena was never a thing and that Lucy Lawless never existed. Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Charmed helped to pull me through it. I know there's no comparison, but hey, we do what we must. So yeah, I love Xena. I loved Lucy in Xena. Let's get on to Conflicted About You in This. It was 2005 before I saw Lucy in anything sci-fi related or fantasy related. And then she joined the cast of Battlestar Galactica. The first episode was Final Cut. And that's not to say she wasn't doing anything. It's just that she didn't appear in anything that I liked up until that point. I have to say before you go any further, if you've never seen Battlestar Galactica and you intend to watch it, turn away now because there'll be spoilers ahead. I was so happy to see her again. The fact that she was playing a Cylon was okay because at least she was on my TV screen. Lucy's character Diana Beers started off as a bit of a bitch trying to get Caprica 6 and Sharon to implicate themselves as batshit crazy bots so she could box them, and in the end it was her model that was out of line. After a brief three-way fling with Bartar and Six, Diana Beers decided she needed to know who the final five were, and this crusade drove her crazy and her whole line got boxed. It was a pretty awesome storyline and I had a total love-hate relationship with some of the three models. It was also great to see her playing different characters again, just like in Xena. Next up was Spartacus, God of the Arena, where she showed that she was still hot as heck. In Spartacus, Lucy played Lucretia. She was so divine and I was actually cheering for her, even though she was such a bitch. I did, however, feel a bit of sympathy for her in the end and was saddened to see her go. Lucy was amazing as usual, and she really played crazy just as well as she'd played evil and fun and all that good stuff in the past. Lucy Lawless was the wind beneath my wings for such a long time, elevating my spirits when I was down. Watching Xena meant so much to me. Because of that, I could never bring myself to hate her. When she was playing the bad guys, I could never bring myself to hate her. Her characters, always trying to find the good in them, like Lucretia. But then she appeared in Burn Notice as Evelyn, and I have to say, as I was Team Michael, I hated that character so much, and it's a testament to Lucy's acting that I could really get in and hate that character, whereas with Lucretia, I could really try and see all sides to her character and her decision-making process. And obviously with Xena, there was everything to love about her. And I'm hoping to see Lucy in other things that I can love her in or hate her in. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's the end of Loved You in This, Hated You in That. See you next time.